Oh, yeah, I'm not sharing. Hey, y'all, we are back here for another video, y'all. I said earlier, I'm working with limited resources, honey, because these people in this internet is eating me alive. Like, I have never heard of anything like that. Y'all know, like, when you got it so good, you just don't realize it. Like, when I'm at home, I upload something, it go like, I didn't even realize it had went that fast, but it takes literally seconds. Now, me being here using these people internet and it take forever, I am struggling for real because I'm like, wait a minute, what's really going on? So y'all work with me, please, because I'm just not used to this. Like, I'm struggling for real. Now, I did a video earlier and I kind of read you guys the information. And at first I was like, okay, I'm going to put it on, my Patreon and for my members only. But listen, I want y'all content creators to get y'all camera phones ready or whatever it is y'all need to do, because this is no secret. We putting this document out, or these documents and this mugshot, we putting it out because Dr. Heavenly lies on people. She makes shit up on people. Now, the least we can do is tell the truth about what's going on in her life. Okay.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Okay, so like I said, I was going to put it over there, and I was like, you know what? Wait a minute. No, we're going to put it right here so you all can see it with your own eyes, because I thought about it. And I said, Dr. Heavenly going to say I'm lying. That's what she said. So you got to come with the facts and the facts and the facts. Now, I know some of y'all going to say, that's not her son, or she said that's not true. Y'all just delusional, and this video ain't for y'all. Now, I did a video earlier. I told y'all about her son. I kind of read it. But for this video, I'm going to show you the facts so you can see it yourself, okay? So that's what this video is all about. But before we get into the video, y'all, when I originally did this, some of y'all was in my comments saying, that's not true, or that paperwork, or some crazy lady had the audacity to say, sis, anybody can make up paperwork. I wanted to cuss her out. I really did, because you got to be real stupid, or a special kind of stupid, to think somebody is wasting their time to make up paperwork. First of all, I don't know how you make up paperwork and put Fulton County seal on it, which that would be illegal. Who does that? Like, come on now, y'all got rocks for brains. But before we get into this, I'm going to always go back to where it started from, because Dr. Heavenly said that this was a lie. It was a lie.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. I want to go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. Dr. Heavenly said,
This bitch, I'm telling you.
She said the lies.
And talk about something that's in the YouTube streets. I woke up this morning, and before I made my way out into the world, the first thing I saw on my timeline was you. And I said, wait a minute. And it's a rough one. So I'm not gonna get into the whole story. I'm gonna get into the storyline, and then I'll let you tell us what you want to tell us about the situation. First thing I saw when I woke up this morning was Dr. Heavenly's son has been arrested for assaulting a police officer.
You know what? I saw that too, because I'm in these YouTube streets too, and it scared the shit out of me, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know. I'm like, damn, I got two boys. Now, I pretty much could think about which one it would have been, but I called both my boys, and I feel like if you assaulted a police officer, you would be in jail. Now, neither one of these brother Tucker say got no money. So, you know what I mean? They might try to keep some shit from me, but if they did, they would have been in jail. Both my sons are well and fine, and I called them, and I was like, listen, what's going on? Everybody good? So we good. So we good over here. Praise God. Y'all scared the shit out of me with that, because it scared me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I woke up to this morning.
I raised my boys better than that. You don't touch no cop. Like, you don't even argue with a cop. Do what he say and let the mama handle it. That's what I would tell him.
So this was fake news.
I have not had anything about it.
Okay, so y'all heard this liar say that it was fake news. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie.
The lies.
The lies, because this was a lie. Her sons was not in jail. And Frank, she don't even know what the hell these content creators, or should I say, she don't even know what we're talking about. Guess what, y'all? There's the mugshot right there. There is her son's mugshot that y'all have been asking for. Y'all been asking for it. There it is. So they sent me the mugshot. I got it because y'all wanted it. So that is it right there. But I actually, the format they send it is really, it's kind of weird. I don't like this format, but I'm going to see if I can share it on my screen here. But I actually made it into a thumbnail. That is the exact picture. But remember, she said that it was a lie. It wasn't her sons and all of that bull crap. But listen, it's okay, ma'am, because let's just get into it. We're going to show her son's mugshot because, of course, she said it wasn't her son. Can y'all see that? I don't like how this, okay, it's not showing. Okay, so I'm going to have to show it to y'all in another format because the way they sent it to me is really, really odd. But that's it. That is the mugshot. It is, like I said, the way they sent it, and when you download it, it kind of goes into a weird format. But that's the mugshot. I'll see if I can bring it up differently, but that is the exact mugshot. I just dropped it there, but it was really difficult because of the format that they gave me to kind of pick it up and drop it. So I actually had to take a picture of it. That's how I got it. But let's keep it moving because that is the mugshot. Like I said, if I can get it to what the heck? If I can get it to share on my screen, I would definitely do that. But let's keep moving, okay? So she said that it wasn't her son. It was not her son, right? Because we just making up lies. Or should I say, I'm just making up lies, honey, because I don't got nothing better to do but just make up lies on people. And I just don't even like when people lie, okay? But let's get into this part because suddenly she remembered that in fact, her son was arrested. Now, why do you think that she remembered that? Put y'all hands up. She remembered it because she watched my videos and I said that I was dropping the mugshot. So guess what she did? She came up with another lie. Let's get into what she said next. Oh, and for that last video, that is Spill It TV, right? Wait, let me make sure I give him credit because I don't be remembering stuff, y'all. It is Spill It Boy TV. So if y'all want to check out the full video, go check it out on Spill It Boy's channel. But y'all, remember she said that her son wasn't arrested and it was fake news.
While we have you, Dr. Heavenly, thank you so much for coming on. We're at 6,000 views. Thank you, Dr. Heavenly. I love you. Again, amazing season. I would like for you to use this opportunity to clear a few things up that has been out there. Are you okay for us to do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. There's a rumor floating around that your son allegedly got arrested and you had no idea about it and it turned out to be true. Is that the case? What can you tell us about that?
Well, I told you that this afternoon. When it first came out, the people told.
So I just want to jump in to this so I can make this make sense for y'all. Carlos is sitting his little funny looking self up there saying allegedly when he knows for a fact what happened. She just said, as I told you earlier. So why is he using allegedly? I don't understand why these people interview people. If somebody is your friend, just don't interview them, because if you can't be real and authentic, why are you interviewing people? So Carlos is sitting his weird self up here, and I see now why y'all be dragging him on these YouTube streets, because he is inauthentic. So what he's doing is using the word alleged. You know, we only use alleged when we are not sure. So he knows for a fact that it's truthful because she just said, I told you earlier. So what has happened is They have already had a conversation, and now he's allowing her to come on and clear it up with another lie to tell y'all this bullshit right here.
Told me that my son was arrested. That scared the shit out of me, right? It scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh my God, let me call him. I called all my boys. Now, when you said one got arrested, I knew which one you had to been talking about. So I called that one first. And I said, no, mama ain't, no, I'm doing fine. I'm good. Okay, good. And then so I called my baby boy, and I knew he was. So I said, no, I'm good. And I said it was a lie. It's a lie out there, right? So it's long story short, it kept coming. And then I looked at the thing and I said, damn, they got the right birth certificate and everything. I say, Daddy, do you see what they saying about my baby boy? Do you see what they saying? And Damon looked at it and he said, well, baby, I said, is this some truth to it? Now, when I first saw it, the people said 2025. So I was like, oh, it was years ago. Damon never told me. He handled that shit. And that's why I love him, because he knew I would have been upset. He went down there. He talked to the people. Damon, my son never got charged with anything.
Okay, let's cut this liar off right here, because as I told y'all before, she lies and then she'll figure out what the next lie gonna be. She said her husband handled it and that, I gotta shut the door. Her husband handled it and he was never charged because my man is such a good man that he went down there and he talked to them people like he had some sense. Yeah, that's what she said. Ma'am, please sit your ass down, because when you commit crimes, unfortunately, there is nobody that can get you out of trouble unless you know Fonnie. Now, if you know Fonnie, now that may work, but your husband going down to talk to somebody like he got some sense ain't enough. So guess what, y'all? I figured out how to show y'all this mugshot. I emailed it to myself. Y'all wanted the mugshot. There you have it. Let me see. Can y'all see the bottom? Let me kind of scroll up. There it goes. There you go. Y'all wanted the mugshot. It took a minute, but there it goes. They don't send stuff back right away, but there is his mugshot. That's it. That's the mugshot, okay? But again, she said her man handled it. There are no charges. All right. So what I said, I was going to get into exactly what happened. So what we have is the actual charges. Although this lady keep lying, saying that they don't exist, she's a liar. She's a liar. We don't even need to even mention anything she says, because all she does is lie. So it doesn't make sense. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get into the documents, but let me stop sharing. Then I'm going to have to reshare. So that is his mugshot that you guys asked for and I delivered. That's the mugshot. Okay. I was not going to put these out here. I was going to put them on Patreon, but you know what I want y'all content creators to do? Take a picture of it, create your own videos and put it out there, because why not? Dr. Heavenly lies on people. She put fake information out there on people, but she does not want to talk about her real life stuff. How fair is that, to lie on somebody's marriage and say your husband is cheating? Oh, Dr. Scott was caught with some woman, but she don't want to talk about this right here. She don't want to talk about this. Well, we're going to talk about it. And this is similar to what I said earlier, but I summed it up earlier because I was like, okay, I'm going to just come back later, but let's get into it. Now, again, this is coming from, they sent this to me. I don't know what is on this page. Gibberish. I couldn't even tell you. Y'all can look at it, whatever, but that's page 1. Okay, page 2, we have a case number, Georgia State Police Department. Remember, it started at school. We don't know if he go to the school, but I believe that he does, okay? We have battery, case number, and you guys can see personal information is redacted, okay? So we have the address that this, could have happened. We have the officer's name, and again, a page that nobody can read. Now, this is what I get from this. The reason why we see 2 is because one says Georgia State University Police Department battery, right? And then if we go to this one, this is the second charge. It says aggravated assault, right? We looking at the February 23rd date, right? 2023. Yes, that's when it happened. But you see 2 because they're 2 separate charges, right? Because they're saying he did 2 things. Don't ask me why this is blank. I have no idea. This is just something that kind of solidifies what the charges are. It really doesn't say much, but it kind of tells you, you know, again, what the charges are. This didn't really mean anything to me. I kind of scrolled right past it. So this is where I was reading from earlier to you all. This is where I started right here, because this is the meat and the potatoes. Okay, criminal warrant. Now, this is the officer. His name is Ryan. I don't know how to say that man's last name. Panazo, whatever. We're going to call him Ryan, okay? So Ryan says, to the best of his knowledge and belief, Damon Christian Kynes between, he lists the date and the time. He lists the city, county. He said that this grown man committed the offense of aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer when he was engaged in his official duty. We already know about this part because we already talked about it, okay? Okay, so he says that that it is a felony and that the accused did knowingly assault this officer. And then he lists a few other people. It looks like they're officers too. And he lists that they are, I guess they work at the Georgia State University. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Georgia State University Police Department and law enforcement officer. And it says, yeah, it says this happened because he was driving his vehicle toward them, right? Now it lists probable cause. It says probable cause when Georgia State University police officer spotted the vehicle and the suspect. Remember earlier I told you all that he put his hands on somebody. So the documents are kind of backwards because they're telling the story about what happened to the police officer. And I feel like they should have started with the battery first, because that tells us the story of how and why he was trying to get away from the police officer. But this is how the documents were sent over to me. So we just gonna run with it. So the officer is saying he spotted him because now he's a suspect because Dr. Heavenly's son put his hands on somebody, right? So it said that the officer stepped into the street in front of the vehicle and attempted to use hand signals and verbal commands. And I think that's the part that I left out. I said hand signals. He put his hand out, stop, stop. He's telling him to stop the vehicle. Okay, y'all see it? It's in black and white, okay? It says the vehicle did not stop until officers pointed their weapons. What y'all think he pointed? His thumb? I mean, he pointed a pow. I mean, come on now. That's what he pointed. All right. It lists the officer's information. So that is where that charge came from. And again, as I said earlier, like, dang, okay, maybe it was a misunderstanding. I don't know how it could be a misunderstanding when the officer is standing there and he's telling you, stop, stop. And you don't. Because if you can't see, you can hear. And he didn't stop until the man pulled out. It says right here, the vehicle did not stop until officers pointed weapons at the vehicle. That's what it says. That's what it says, okay? Now, it says state warrant for arrest. Now, it says to any sheriff, deputy, coroner, constable, police officer, yada, yada, for sufficient causes made known to the deputy clerk of this court. And it lists all of these acts, page numbers, whatever. You are therefore commanded to arrest the body of the said accused named in the foregoing affidavit charged with the offense of aggravated assault against law enforcement officer when engaged on his official duty. Now, with this, y'all, I really feel like there's something else missing because as I said in my earlier video, he had to have left and they issued a warrant for his arrest because it says right here, state warrant for arrest. I'm missing something. You know what I hate about this, Fulton County? It seems like they only send you stuff you ask for. And I don't know where this part of the complaint would be, but it seems like somewhere that he left and went home because state warrant for arrest. If somebody is arrested on the scene, there's no warrant for their arrest. This is what the documents say, okay? So it looked like they issued a warrant for his arrest. Again, I don't know how to put those pieces together other than to read what they are saying in this document. I'm not able to tell y'all like when he arrested him or how it happened. I'm just reading the documents. And like I said, it paints a picture, but it's a very scattered picture, okay? This is the charges. So again, this talks about the charges. It talks about, the prosecuting whatever, a district attorney. Now, let's get into this one. Another criminal warrant. Again, state warrant for arrest. So it seems as if he went home and they came and arrested him. So it's very interesting that Dr. Heavenly claims she didn't know anything, but we know she's a liar, right? So here we go again. Affidavit for arrest. This is charge number 2. This is a criminal warrant. Do you need a warrant for somebody that's in custody? I wouldn't think so. If y'all know, let me know in the comments. I thought a criminal warrant is for somebody that you got to pick up. Again, here's Ryan. He says, who on oath says that to the best of his or her knowledge and belief, Damon Christian Kimes, it lists the date, it lists about the address, it says the county of Fulton did commit the offense of battery, which is a misdemeanor, and that the said accused did intentionally cause physical harm to Christian Sutton by walking up and striking Sutton with a closed fist and then placing Sutton in a chokehold from behind. Y'all heard what I said. Let me just read that again, because how you gonna hit somebody from behind? You ain't even gave that person a chance to defend himself. Ooh, this is bad. It says that he did intentionally cause physical harm to Christian Sutton by walking up and striking Sutton with a closed fist and then placing Sutton in a chokehold from behind. Said, and his deponent makes this affidavit that a warrant may issue for his arrest. So again, it seems like he left and they came and got him. But y'all know what I just can't get over? This is stuck in my mind because his daddy has the audacity to call another man a coward. And I'm just like, and your son is walking up behind folk, hitting them.
And you wouldn't speak on my character. I know him for 10 years.
Do y'all remember that? He mad because he said Dr. G didn't speak on his character. What about your son character while he is knocking people all up and through their head here from behind? That's just not something you should be doing. I mean, if you're going to have a fight, at least give the person an opportunity to at least get their leg back, okay? Now get into this. It says, eyewitnesses stated the accused is Damon Christian Kimes, Dr. Heavenly's son. He walked up to the victim and sucker punched the victim from behind repeatedly before placing victim in a chokehold and holding him for a prolonged time until bystanders broke up the fight. I'm gonna leave that right there. Read it yourself. Okay. Y'all, eyewitnesses stated that he walked up to the victim, sucker punched the victim from behind, and repeatedly hit him before placing him in a chokehold. So you done sucker punched him. Now you got what? And holding him for a prolonged period of time until people standing around decided to break it up. The victim has bloody scratches to his left elbow, right cheek, and his back. Y'all saw that. Y'all go ahead and take y'all pictures, content creators. Again, state warrant for arrest. They say here that there is sufficient evidence pretty much to say, hey, you did it, we locking you up. Now, that's pretty much what it says. Now, this is just a redaction. It talks about, you know, personal, whatever that was redacted. Doesn't really mean much for this particular page. Now, so y'all see his mugshot. Now we know exactly why he was arrested. And I showed you guys the documents because I thought about it. I said, wait a minute, let me show the documents because the lady gonna say it's not true. The lady gonna say it ain't true. But here's my deal. Your husband cleared this up. So y'all, we are all delusional. And what we see, we really don't because it's really not there, according to her, because daddy cleared it up. And I don't know what level of delusional, sick, crazy woman that you would be to not find out what's going on with your son. Because as I said before, he didn't clear up shit. This is ongoing and he faces up to 20 years. If this was dismissed or whatever, I would be glad to say, y'all, guess what? It was dismissed. It hasn't been dismissed. And I'm going to follow it and keep y'all updated because she ain't going to never tell you the truth. Again, her husband can call everybody a coward, but your son is walking up to somebody, hitting them over their head, choking them. Police tell you to stop and you won't. To the tune that the police had to put their pow up. Y'all, this is what? Let me tell you something. If it was my son, boy, you got some mental problems because something ain't right with you. You go and get you some help because guess what? If that police had y'all know, let that thing off, and we'll be talking about a whole nother story. So the fact that this woman is sitting here deflecting, acting as if nothing has taken place and taking zero accountability is probably the reason why her son is acting like this. Because there would be no way on hell that I would be walking around here as if this is nothing. Because boy, something is mentally wrong with you if you thought that what you did was okay. Now, I don't know what happened with this person. He sucker punch, choked out. I don't know what happened. We only know what they say he did, you know, what he got arrested for. But to the point where the police, why you just didn't stop? If you would have just stopped, you would have just had a battery. I don't know what your case would be. You can go to court, but now you are facing, well, you got charged with a felony. You have been indicted. And guess what? They always take the police side. Then you have all of these other people that they're going to come to court. So I don't know how this is going to go. Again, y'all, I wanted to come on here so I can show y'all the proof because we know how people get down, and Dr. Heavenly is going to say it's a lie, honey. And she's going to say that it's all been made up. So I just wanted to leave y'all with this right here. Okay. This is the mugshot. It's the mugshot. This is it. Do this look like her son to y'all? This is the one son who we never ever see. So y'all got the mugshot. You got the documents. And if you are a member, I'm going to upload it on Patreon. And then, you'll have it over there if you want the extra documents. But like I said, I was going to do it a little differently, but because I'm traveling and the internet ain't working out that well, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. But there y'all have it. There's the mug shots. You guys have the original information as to how things got escalated with the police. And it is, again, it's ongoing. He still got a court date, y'all. So don't believe the hype. And like I said, I'm going to keep y'all updated, and I'll see y'all.